One of the hardest problems to solve with generative AI is how to incorporate your own content to the experience itself so that you can work with data that comes from multiple different sources across your environment, your content management system, your transactional systems, your customer systems, your marketing systems, etc., and be able to integrate that into a cohesive experience that allows the end user to draw on vast amounts of information that are distributed across multiple different areas, documents, transactions, notes, etc., and do that in a common interface. Now, inside the Put It Forward data science platform, we have a number of different solutions around integration, process automation, and AI and analytics, et cetera. And the focus of that is not today. We're going to focus on really how do we bring all of this data together in a generative AI experience using a metaphor that's very common to everyone else around sort of ChatGPT, et cetera, and turn that into an end user experience for them as they are engaging with an application, et cetera. So let's quickly flip over to the internal experience inside Put It Forward, and then we'll go into an end user customer experience using an application, et cetera. So inside Put It Forward, we have a number of different components inside of the platform around prediction, optimization, content generation, etc. The focus today is going to be on the generative AI aspect of things. So the first thing to note is that how to add your own content into this. So what we've done here inside Put It Forward is create independent archives of documents, etc. Now you can do two things here. One is that you could automatically feed these documents into this engine through the integration layer inside Put It Forward, connecting it to your content management system or your transactional system of record, etc. That's not the focus of today. Today, we're just going to show a very simple scenario where we add in documents manually into this. So maybe you've created something and you want to have it shared out into the larger collective. Now, you have two choices. You can run this data repository standalone, or you can append it to an existing repository here. So what I'm going to do is take a couple of different documents that we've created already. These are papers on the integration or automation components of side Put It Forward, and we're going to quickly add these into the environment here. So I'm just going to drag it over from my Desktop Explorer, and I'm going to add them or append them into this existing repository here. So at this moment, they're being integrated into the actual repository itself. So I'm going to now query this repository based on those documents, and we're going to see what happens inside of it. Let's add a question around what is an algorithmic CDP or customer data platform and see what it gives us as a response. So we should get a summary of this in terms of what it uses to collect it, et cetera. Now, this data itself can be driven directly back into another process step inside Put It Forward, or it can be driven into a repository or added into a website or to a document or into a customer engagement as well. Now, flipping over to the end user experience, this is where you could also embed it into your own applications. We've just embedded this into the Put It Forward environment itself for demonstration purposes, but you could equally put this directly into your commerce engine, your marketing experience, your engagement platforms, your customer service platforms, etc. Now let's ask the same question here. What is an algorithmic CDP or customer data platform? And we'll get the same answer out of the system as you would expect because it's using the similar type of process. Now, this is not limited to the questions that you may have that are well formed. You can free form these, etc., and work with your data to get answers and content in the way that you would expect them to. Now, this serves a number of different scenarios when you're working with documents that you want to research on or content from multiple different sources. Equally, if you wanted to summarize data and information from multiple different systems to understand nuance and what's going on across these different sources, you certainly can. This brings to the conclusion of an end-to-end demonstration of generative AI using Put It Forward data science platform. Thank you for your time. If you have any more questions, please do not hesitate to ask.